bringing you another. Edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, I'm Kevin Harlan. Our very own Allie LaForce has the sidelines covered for us tonight. And the Grizzlies on friendly ground as they continue this homestand.
And you can tell that both teams will be a little on edge in this one, given the rivalry these teams have. It could be an emotional game.
And who doesn't love this stuff? Two teams that have beef. Look, the stakes are a little bit higher, and it should make this a very interesting matchup.
Now here's Williams after Magic Johnson's miss. Puts the move on, and Williams with the layup. Nothing quite like a rivalry game. We all love them. Richard, how much extra attention do these games get from the players and the coaches?
Players won't say it to the media, but we know what's at stake. Since the schedule was released, these games have been circled on the calendar by both teams.
The three. Rebound by Johnson. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Grizzlies. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Dort. SGA with the ball. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game.
And he had a good look, and Gilgeous-Alexander made it pay off.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, I had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies, and he told me one guy that we have to always be cognizant of is Chet Holmgren. Coach explained his biggest impact comes on the defensive end, but we can't overlook his offense. He's a 7-footer with guard skills who can space the floor and is very efficient around the rim. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you for that.
And when you have this kind of size as a point guard, what a tremendous advantage. Magic can really match up with all 5 positions.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
Now here's Johnson. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Morant outside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Thunder off to a quick start here. Smith outside. Outside Williams. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And Smith with a clear path to the hoop. And Smith with the stuff.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Here's Johnson. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You will gladly take those.
Now, SGA. After Magic Johnson's three-pointer that didn't go.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
And another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here is Smith. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
So, RJ, when you think about Jaren Jackson, defense is the first thing that comes to mind, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Triple J is a force. He's a perennial candidate for all defensive honors, and I'm glad I didn't have to shoot on this guy.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Talk about guys who quietly dominate on both ends of the floor. Jaren Jackson Jr., at times, he just makes it look so easy.
Screen by Smith. And a wide open look for SGA. Again, Oklahoma City.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And yes, it's good. Johnson's got 8 points.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Now, here's Morant for 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson.
As Ja gets more consistent from range, he becomes that much more dynamic. And that, let me just tell you, that's going to be bad news for the rest of this league.
And so it's Oklahoma City headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're feeling very confident shooting. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you, guys. Ja Morant looking to lead the way. He said, I set the tone. My teammates feed off of it, and I love to compete. That's how we all grew up, playing on the blacktop outside, competing at a high level when there was no cameras around. Back to you.
He's got that alpha mentality. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. It's taken away by Wallace. Here's Smith. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Caldwell Pope outside. Here's Clark. Johnson outside. And stolen by Caruso. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. Well, Thunder shooting their third free throw shot of the game. And it doesn't seem like the analytics folks are often fans of the mid-range jumper. But, Richard, where do you stand on that?
Well, I think great players have to use the mid-range jumper because most teams are protecting the paint and the three-point line. So for the best players, the shot creators, the guys that need to score buckets, they've got to have an in-between game.
Here's George. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And the D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
Caldwell Pope outside. To the paint. Kicks it out to Johnson. Over Smith. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Oklahoma City leading by 13. Over in the corner, Caruso. With the teardrop. Basket good. Caruso's got 4 this quarter.
So good at threading the needle. The D was ready, but Caruso kept it for the score instead.
Outside for Caldwell Pope. To halt the run. It's hauled in by Smith. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Now the Grizzlies are one of 8 remaining teams, Richard, in search of their first NBA championship.
And the closest they've gotten was that grit and grind era when they made it as far as the Western Conference Finals in 2013. But can they get back to that level?
Pass to Hartenstein. Shot clock at 6. Here's Caruso.
And Caruso's athleticism just jumps out to you, especially when he's up there finishing.
And it's Johnson penetrating. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Here's Smith with the drive.
And Smith moves like a guard to the rim. This is how explosive he can be.
Johnson attacking. An aggressive take by Johnson.
He took it right to the rack, and look, there's no one that can stop him.
Smith outside. Back to Caruso. To the middle. Here's Hartenstein. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And 101 left to play in the first half. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Back to Conchar. From past the arc. And Holmgren pulls it down. Oklahoma City leading by 15. That one goes. Count it. Wallace has got his second basket of the night.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Morant. A rebound by Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. Here's Wiggins.
Continues to develop his playmaking abilities. Gilgeous-Alexander is an unselfish team player.
Pass to Morant. Now Eldama. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
He didn't even look worried about the time on the clock. Nice way to end a quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. The Thunder leading by 17. SGA feeling it out a bit. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Their next game playing at home is the Nets coming to town. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. And he drives in. And the dunk by SGA.
And moving with such speed, the quickness of SGA's drives, something to admire.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Richard, the dynamic Ja Morant. He is an absolute fan and broadcaster favorite.
I'm trying to think of a more exciting player than Ja Morant, and I'm coming up short. Ja doesn't just make plays, he makes memories. And we talk a lot about Morant's athleticism and skill, but what stands out for me is his effort and intensity that he plays with.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Holmgren is doubled. Williams with a clean look. Second chance shot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Brandon Clark.
And you know teams are going to be physical with Holmgren, but he's aggressive, and boy, he plays with passion.
And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man. Shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge.
Here's Williams, and he slams it down right on top of Brandon Clark.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That is his first foul of the game. Oklahoma City leading by 23. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. This one for three. It's rebounded by Memphis.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Here's Morant. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Clever play by Morant, sticking with his shot to ensure he gets himself fouled while in the act.
And this Grizzlies organization, Greg, not afraid to innovate.
Yeah, we see that with the offense they've implemented, different from just about any other team in the league. Rather than pick and roll, it's much more predicated on off-ball shifts and cutting.
Bucket is good. SGA's got 13.
And this is what we're used to seeing from SGA. The guy can just take over.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's another one for the Thunder.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Pass to Conchar. And the three off target. The Thunder leading by 23. 1:58 left in the third quarter. SGA no good.
Usually he's a master in the midi, but not that time.
Some nice passing there by Memphis. And it's Morant missing. And so here is Oklahoma City. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Pass to Hartenstein. Wallace outside. Hartenstein inside. Still scoreless. And another shot. And at last, they get one to fall.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And it's Oklahoma City's ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Morant drives in. Aldama gets the bucket. Aldama's got his second bucket tonight.
The dime courtesy of Morant. I'd love to play with Ja. He's always looking to move that ball.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Brandon Clark. And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
Johnson with it. He's picked up by Holmgren. It's stolen by Smith. All alone. Oh, and the dunk by Smith.
And whenever Smith gets the opportunity to attack the rim, he's going to take it.
Jackson misses. Oklahoma City dictating the flow. Now, here's SGA. He's got 19. Smith outside. For the three. Beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yes, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
Talk about being poised under pressure. Big time shot from him there.
Shake. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So it's the Grizzlies now. Now Johnson fires from deep. Caldwell Pope on the wing. That three off the mark. It's stolen by Johnson. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Outside Jackson. Fires for three. Offensive rebound. Johnson outside. Rebound by Smith. Oklahoma City dictating the flow. On the wing, Williams. And here is Holmgren. Here's Williams. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Screen by Smith. Just 5 on the clock. And the rejection by Jackson. And it's Smith finishing it off.
He's become a dependable offensive rebounder. Smith is someone you got to keep a body on.
Pass to Johnson. Back to Jackson. For three. And the rejection by Smith. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith.
Coming up to the floor for your Grizzlies, number 15, Brandon.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Clock at 2. For three, Caldwell Pope. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Williams. And that one, good.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
And it's Johnson penetrating. Edey gets the bucket.
If they're going to want to close the gap, they're going to need to start running more sets through him. Let your stars lead the way. Come on.
Pass to Williams. From the arc. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Nailed from three-point land.
Yeah, defenses beware. You have to close out hard on KCP and disrupt his rhythm.
Williams looking around.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's the teardrop. He lays it in.
Williams.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
And here is Johnson. Looking to end his cold spell. And the rejection by Smith. Back to Williams. And oh my goodness, the slam!
Assisted by.
Just a great job by Smith, keeping his eyes down court, knowing where his teammates are. And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
They're limiting the offensive possessions for the other team. Tough to win with no extra possessions.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Thunder.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Josh Smith.
And with the way he came out energized on the defensive end in particular, getting a hand on a lot of shots, that really got them rolling. And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
First free throw is good.
At the line for Memphis, Magic Johnson.
And Johnson drops them both. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's SGA. Outside, Dort. from deep three-point land. The shot misses. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.